So at NCI, we're interested in not just how to plan and run a successful charrette, but how to assure the long-term project success. Projects that are visionary, that get approved and built in a timely fashion, they happen because of strong leadership combined with a collaborative team approach. So let's talk about leadership for a minute. On the one end of the spectrum, you have the guru approach to leadership, and on the other end, you have the collaborative team approach to leadership. Now, most of us are not going to be involved with the guru approach. There are only so many Steve Jobs in the world. So NCI teaches the approach for the rest of us, the collaborative team approach that we call the NCI Charrette system. It's a complete project management system that includes a charrette, but it begins with what we call a Project Start-up Intensive. This is a meeting or a series of meetings that happens well before the charrette, at the very beginning of the project, months before the charrette happens. The purpose of this meeting is to assure the solid basis for project success by gaining a shared set of agreements between the project sponsor, partners, and consultants that creates a collaborative team approach that will carry this project through its challenges toward implementation. The participants in this meeting or series of meetings include the project sponsor, who might be, for instance, the regional planning agency, combined with partners such as the regional transportation agency and maybe local government housing authority, local planning staff, etc. During this project intensive startup, these people are led through a series of exercises. The first exercise that we do is at the highest level of agreement, and that is guiding principles. What are the guiding principles that are shared by this group that will guide the project through the gauntlet of challenges? For instance, a guiding principle might be, when this project is completed, this community will have an interconnected set of pathways that allow people young and old to get around the community easily. There also might be a guiding principle that says that housing will be available to all people of income and race. These high-level guiding principles then move down to objectives and measures, and then we go to the purpose of the project, the goals, very importantly a stakeholder analysis, where the people, how they're going to be involved, the different groups, anybody who can approve a project, decide on a project, people who are normally left out of the project, possible promoters, possible blockers, how all these people are going to be involved. Then the team works on the project roadmap, which is the direction for the entire project. How many public meetings there will be, when the charrette will happen, what's the base data that needs to be collected, the basic roadmap for the project. The purpose for doing all this work as a team is not only to get that work done, but to make sure that everybody is on the same page from the highest level of guiding principles down to how the project will actually be directed. With this in place, the project is much more capable of being successful as it moves out through the pre-charrette, charrette, and post-charrette into implementation and eventually into a project that can get built and really represent a major transformation for the community.